This one is Patron Vote winner and it's a classic, and I've learned plenty of stories about this one.
People try to put us to down, talking about my generation, just because we get around, talking about my generation. Things they do look awful, talking about my generation. I hope I die before I get old, talking about my generation. This is my generation, baby. Why don't you all fade away? Don't try to dig what we all say. I'm not trying to cause a big sensation. I'm just talking about my generation.
There are some very clear structural points to this singing that is really unusual and made this stand out. The first is the stammer within this, and there are many rumours as to how this came about. Many people thought it was making fun of mod culture and mods on amphetamines and what that would do to their vocals. Others thought it was inspired by John Lee Hooker's The Stuttering Blues, which sounds
Excuse
like
me,
this.
babe, I can't get my words out just like I want to into za to get them out.
And some thought it was just an expression of anger, like the why don't you just fade away. And I think that one is definitely there for a reason. However, the producer Shel Talmy said it was actually just one of those happy accidents, and Roger Daltrey also said he was a little bit nervous and kept on forgetting his words and when getting stuck on them, and it originally started as that, and then they took it further from that place.
This is my generation, baby. Why don't you all fade away? Don't try to dig what we all say. I'm not trying to cause a big sensation. I'm just talking about my generation.
Okay, there's a really interesting type of structure here. This is like the quintessential example of this, and this is called shout and fall, and it is what it says on the tin, starting a line with almost a shout and then bringing it down into a softer place. It's mixed with this call and response, so you've got call, response, talking about my generation. So it's shout and fall, call and response at the same time. Oh, this is interesting, the bass solo. Yeah, okay. So interesting.
Why don't you all fade away?
Okay, before we go into this key change, and there's I think quite a few key changes in this, which is really cool. It ramps up the energy and makes it feel more and more frustrated throughout. But that bass solo is really important because I think it's one of the first bass solo examples in rock and roll history or rock history. And when he first wrote the solo, he wanted to play it on his Danelectro, and it has these really thin strings that makes it easier to play, but they also break. So he switched to his Fender Jazz Bass, and it's a little bit simpler than he originally went for, but it's still so iconic, and I love that heavy sound that kind of underpins the song and gives it a quality that to me personifies this entire era. So it wasn't the original plan, but it works really well in my opinion.
Why don't you all fade away?
I love how he takes that time.
Don't try to dig what we all say. Try to cause a big sensation. Just talking about my generation. This is my generation. This is my generation, baby. My generation.
got the key change. So that verse is even more stammered and broken up, and it gives it this off-kilter feel because it's not quite in time with the music, and it adds even more to that kind of rebellious nature. They're not sticking to the musical rules. Another thing that's interesting is he doesn't have a big open vibrato. Generation. It's quite tight vocal cords, and still without any vibrato, and that makes it feel more like a shout, more punky. Ooh, that distortion, like a fried distortion. It gets really high this as well. It gets more chaotic, I love it. I love this because you've got the visuals of the army and they're rebelling against the army, but that sounds almost like gunfire or like army drums. So it's kind of pulling apart all these sounds, pulling apart the establishment, and that is where this song came from. Pete Townshend wrote it apparently on a train, and he was inspired by the Queen Mother, who allegedly had Pete Townshend's Packard hearse towed off a street in Belgravia because she was offended by the sight of it during her daily drive through the area, and he had some strong feelings about that and wrote My Generation. It's so chaotic here. I saw a live version of this where they completely trash the stage at the end and start smashing up everything, and I think it's that classic example of youthful rebellion where it just becomes more and more chaotic as they are pulling apart the establishment or the established structure of the song. It's a massive musical metaphor and it's wonderful. Before you go, I have just released my very own album, Fable. Some of the songs are available here on YouTube, some of them are available on Spotify, but the whole entire album is available on my website, bethroars.com. It's a whole journey as an album, it's a concept album, and I would love if you could give it a listen. Alright, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!